Make no mistake, chums, this might be subtle, slightly subtle, but nonetheless it's there, as you say, as many people obviously note, to annoy none other than the former royal known as Meghan Markle. And you have to say, actually, that Prince William does it absolutely brilliantly. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good to see you, chums. Thank you so much for your time today. By the way, miserable, dark day here. Probably doesn't look like that actually on the screen, looking at it here. But we've had Storm Claudia, yes. So be careful if you're out and about in the United Kingdom. And also, just generally, be careful. It's winter. I've just seen an elderly lady almost lose her footing, because on the leaves that are falling down, right? They're very slippy. And, you've got to be, this is the thing, you see, one false slip and there you go. And, I know I sound like an old crock, but you've just got to be careful. It's best to go a little bit slower and, get there in the end, as they say, the tortoise and the hare, isn't it? Rather than just risk your health, because consequently, 1 foot wrong, there you go. Yes, lecture over. Sorry, lovely lady, by the way. Nice to meet you. Yes, absolutely. We'll have a lovely wave. Yes, now, let me get back, of course, to your royal story of the day. Feel like I'm lecturing you, but I just do it because I care. I see people and I think, ooh. And then, have you noticed this happens to you? You tell somebody else off, seconds later you're nearly skidding. You think, there's an omen, right? Absolutely. Is this an omen, right? You see, what's interesting is Prince William, as you know, well, Meghan Markle could not convince Prince William that she was, the right person, the good person, the one that could save the monarchy, all that sort of stuff. And behind the scenes, really, this truly baffled her, simply because she felt, really, that she was the best thing to go, to arrive at the monarchy. Forget, of course, his wife, Catherine, the Princess of Wales, a stunning lady, beautiful soul, and as you can see, just does the job without looking for the camera. When this gets really interesting, though, as you can imagine, William has been, I think, really sort of kept his temper for many years. I don't know about you, but when he got asked by that TV crow about, are the royal family a racist family, I would have exploded, because that just came directly from Meghan's wanderings on Oprah Winfrey, And when you think about it, to have that said to you on the public stage by somebody who you've clearly now got no time for, it's just beyond cruel, right? But the battle has gone on back and forth for a long time. And earlier this week, Prince William, as you know, put out a message to congratulate Robert Irwin, who's on the US reality show. Well, it's a dancing show. There's nothing reality about it. It's simply a dancing show, Dancing with the Stars. The US successful equivalent on ABC TV over in the United States for our Strictly Come Dancing over here. And that got all the headlines, just ahead, of course, of Markle launching the fact that she's coming back to Netflix on December the 3rd with her holiday special, right? Well, you may have missed this, but this is exactly what is going on. It is the battle of the brothers. It is the battle of publicity, whether they want to admit it inside the palace or not. You see, earlier today, it was released out that Prince William, His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales, made contact with the BBC radio presenter, Sarah Cox. Now, Sarah's doing one of these sponsored walks for children in need. Now, I don't know about you, I have my own problems with children in need, given the fact that the CEO's salary is £154,000 a year. Right, but we'll just leave that one there. She's doing a noble job, clearly in a lot of pain, and apparently didn't know if she could continue. She's made and raised a lot of money, so, congratulations, Sarah, for doing that. Now, in order to lift her spirits, it was decided that just an off phone call from the Prince of Wales would be just the ticket. And boy, was it, broadcast live on BBC Radio 2, making all the headlines around the world. Why is this tricky? Well, you see, if you remember 2 months back now, Prince Harry came to the United Kingdom and very much pledged, right, for £1 million towards a charity that is children in need. As at the time of recording this, the live telethon goes out tonight. And according to sources, Harry's going to pop up with a sort of, thing or whatever you call it, that televised recording or something, congratulating people. This, whatever you think, has just superseded that and taken the wind out of the sails of course, the Sussexes. Now, as you know, Harry also donated around about in UK money 39,000 to a charity. I think it's called Maraska Kids or something like that. A thing that they are producing, well, loosely, basically they've put their name, the Archbold Productions, to it. It was virtually already made. So seemingly, as Harry and Meghan scrabble to come up with new ways to get inside the media, All Prince William has to do is put a phone call in via the BBC to a presenter doing good works, and it literally wipes all of that away. Now tell me if that's not a battle royal. You know what I'm saying? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.